mug. Thanks, Marcy. Again, I love it. With my December favorites, did I do a November favorites? I want to say I didn't. I feel like I haven't done a favorites in a while. But then again, I'll forget everything. Mommy Thug Life. So today we're here with a December favorites. And disclaimer, in case you guys are new to my channel, my monthly favorites are just an opportunity for me to talk to you guys about products that I've been loving. I have maybe used them once in the last 20 minutes, or I've used them consistently every single day for the last 2 months. I just know off the bat when I really like something, and I like to mention them because if you're on the same boat as me, you have the same taste as me, or I don't know, we have the same 3 hairs, whatever, then it might be something that you want to add to your shopping list, notepad on your iPhone, your Sephora cart. Hey, you know what? We don't judge people here because those are all things that I do. I have a little running list on my notepad on my iPhone. I have items in my Ulta cart and my Sephora cart, which, by the way, do you guys hate when you have stuff in your cart and they email you reminding you like, hey, did you forget about me? Or they empty your cart. Listen, I know I have a cart waiting for me, so don't remind me and don't empty it out. This isn't closing time. We don't need to restock the shelves. You leave that stuff in the cart, all right? I'm watching you. You know who I'm talking about. You know which retailer I'm talking about because they probably do it to you too. Anyway, when we get a little threatening on this channel, you know we mean business. No, we don't. We're just full of a bunch of hot air. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This one, I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it again because I feel like in the last 3 months, I feel like since October, I haven't been able to stop talking about it. But I feel like there's nothing else similar to this out on the market. That makes it sound like I do extensive research. I feel like there's nothing else like this Amika texture spray. And we 3-haired folks we need all the help we can get. So if you haven't taken my word for it in the last like 27 videos that I've mentioned it, please try it out. Do us a favor. I promise you, it's gonna change your life. I promise. Anyway, I feel like that was like a public service announcement. Anyway, another bathroom product that I want to mention. And I do want to add a disclaimer. I don't self-tan. I don't like to self-tan. I feel like it's super high maintenance. Besides, I really like my skin tone. I'm like a pale, light complected Mexican. I don't know. I like my skin tone. I'm very happy with it. But what I don't like about my skin is that if you look at me sideways or just the wrong way, I get a bruise. Like the other day, can you guys see this? Like my knuckle. The other day, I was just walking around with like my lanky spaghetti arms, just swinging them around like I normally do, like an orangutan, and I hit the wall, and boom, massive bruise. And so my legs are the same way, and imagine really, really, really pale legs, and then with 4 dogs and 2 babies, it's just like, they're always marked up. And if I ever wanna wear like a dress or a skirt or something, or even like roll up my jeans, my legs are pretty horrifying. So I like to look for products that won't necessarily self-tan me, but will at least add a little bit of color without having to go on a tanning bed, use the whole spray tan or self-tanning routine with the exfoliating and all that stuff, or being out in the sun. So I saw this at Target, obviously. Target always gets me, you guys. The Jergens Natural Glow Firming Daily Moisturizer. There are a lot of gradual self-tanning lotions where they say, oh, you know, it's a gradual self-tanner. It takes a while to build, and then, you know, you get a beautiful natural tan. A, it takes like 1 day to get an orange tan, and B, they're really, really, really intense. They're not necessarily that gradual. Not to mention that around your ankles, the tops of your feet, anywhere that you put them where you have like rougher texture or like, I don't know, more texture to your skin, it gets orange. Like it literally gets orange and then it fades away not so nicely. So I thought I would give this one a try. I think what sold me was that it was fair to medium skin tones. Usually they only do medium to deep for some reason. Like people want to automatically go to like Saint-Tropez, like super dark bronze. And I don't. I just kind of don't want to be see-through, you know? And so I tried this one. I was like, oh, less appearance of cellulite? Then well, don't mind if I do after 2 children. I don't know about the firming properties, but it definitely makes my legs look super not pale. I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm trying to explain. Like, it doesn't make me look tan and it doesn't make me look orange. It just makes, it like evens out the skin tone on my legs. There, that's a perfect explanation. It's like one of those like medium to lightweight foundations where it just evens out your skin tone. It does the same thing for my legs, but I can use it every day for like a week and finally get a normal looking tan. Nothing significant. You know what I mean? Something that'll look like maybe you did it, but maybe not. Anyway, you guys always understand what I'm saying, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on that. Anyway, moving on, a rediscovery of a fragrance. I have way too many perfumes. I need to get through some of them before I buy any more. Just kidding, I totally bought a replacement of this because I feel like I'm already running out. This is Chance by Chanel. And this is the Eau Fraiche variety. I think there's 3 different when it comes to the Chance label. Eau Fraiche is just, I'm just gonna put it out there. This is a perfume that will get you a lot of attention. And it's a very fresh perfume. So it's not a sweet, heavy, musky perfume. It's a very fresh, floral, and clean smelling perfume that will get you a lot of attention. Just throwing it out there. I'm not gonna say what that means. You guys can read through the lines. Then, 2 skincare type products. The first one is from It Cosmetics, and this is the Bye Bye Lines Serum. Confession time, I've totally been using this in conjunction with the Drunk Elephant Serum, the orange one. I love the Drunk Elephant products, but I feel like they do a really great job at anti-aging and to brighten the skin, but I don't feel like they do a very good job at moisturizing. I still need that additional moisture. This serum feels like the most delicious, humectant, creamy, hydrating moisturizer I have ever tried. It is super moisturizing, but it's not oily or greasy. And maybe I'm doing a mistake by using 2 serums because this is considered a serum even though it's not like milky or watery like we're used to. It's considered a serum as well, but I mean, come and arrest me, skincare police, because I am loving stacking up those serums. And then the last skincare type product is a new product from Milani, and it's called the Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. If I could get a little spoon and spoon this out and eat it, I would. It smells like cake. It smells like frosting. Do you guys remember those like Bonnie Bell like chapsticks, like the vanilla cupcake one? Oh, it smells so good. Not to mention that it is a drugstore product. It's more affordable and it gives you really good results. My lips were chapped as a mother this morning and I started to use it because I knew I was going to need to film. It works so well, and I don't think I've used something like this before. I used the Lush Lip Scrub, and let me tell you my experience with that. It's sugar, and you rub it on and it kind of crumbles off. Other lip scrubs that I've used, same thing. They're sugar, they're crumbly, you do it and they crumble off. They recommend sometimes that you use a lip balm and then rub it on and then it crumbles off. With this one, it's almost like a coarse sugar in like a really emollient balm, in like an oil, like a thick oil base. And so when you do it, the sugar doesn't crumble off. In fact, it clings to your lips and it really gives you a good amount of time to get in there and scrub really good without losing the sugar that you paid for. You know what I mean? And even with like olive oil and coarse sugar, because some people make their own lip scrub, it's runny, it's liquidy, so it falls off or it smears everywhere. This one's like a thick balm with sugar crystals in it or sugar granules, and so it clings to your lips. In fact, when I try to remove it, I may have to eat it off my face because it's really hard to remove. Like, it doesn't come off with a makeup wipe. So it's a little tricky to remove. I use a towel. But because it's so hydrating and a little bit, I don't want to say oily or greasy because that sounds negative, but it feels like you did the lip scrub and the chapstick all at once. Like it's a two for one type step combo thing. Whatever. It's amazing, you guys. So if you guys like lip scrubs, especially right now in the winter that, you know, our lips are being a little crazy, that stuff is awesome. And I think it comes in different scents. I want to say that there's different flavors, or I don't know how you would say it, but I think it comes in a variety. Okay, these next products that I want to talk to you about, I kind of want to share them with you with my head hanging low, because you know how I feel about trendy stuff. You know how I feel about these like fads when it comes to makeup. You know how I feel about the anxiety that people get with limited edition collections and like releases that are launched really disrespectfully for the customers, and they run out and people get like stress over it even though it's just makeup. You know how I feel about that. So when the Sweet Peach collection came back with additional products, I was very hesitant to try them out for you guys. I was very hesitant to do anything with them because I felt like it was almost like a party foul when they initially launched the eyeshadow palette. So I kind of had the stuff just sitting there for a month or two, just looking at it. I just couldn't bring myself to use it because I thought like, I don't want to like it. I'm going in there biased, like I'm gonna go in using them with a very biased mentality, and I'm not gonna be fair when I review these products. I really wanted not to like them. Honestly, like I really wanted not to like them, and I do. I like them. I don't want to say they're worth the hype because I feel like it was a product that was accidentally overhyped. It's a great product, and I think they should become permanent. Honestly, these should be part of the permanent Too Faced collection. But that hysteria behind it, I'll understand that hysteria behind like the Selena Mac collection. That's different. You know, there's a celebrity behind it. She had a very tragic death. You know, the Latino community is huge when it comes to stuff like that and supporting. But with stuff like this, I feel like the hype was just too much. Is it worth the hype? For sure, but the hype was just too much, and I feel like it almost created ill sentiment towards this collection. Hello, Exhibit A. But the must-have, I would say, if you had to pick like just one item of this entire collection, I would say the blush. The blush is so beautiful. It is so subtle, but it just creates that right amount of intensity. It's the perfect, most prettiest peach blush I've ever used. I'm pretty sure it's limited edition. I know it was a relaunch from one of the oldest formulas that Too Faced ever did. Then they have the Glow palette. This one for me is not an ultimate must-have because honestly, I don't see myself really using this. I could use these two, maybe, but this highlighter is awesome. Then the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette runs in line in comparison to like all the Too Faced chocolate bar type palettes. The same awesome formula, the same beautiful pigmentation. It smells pretty awesome. I mean, you guys know how I feel about products that smell like something. That's not gonna sway me in either direction. It's not a selling point for me, but it does smell, and a lot of people really like that. I like it. I definitely feel like this would be a really great palette for every occasion, for everything that you need to do, for every day at work, for a sexy night out on the town, for a smoky eye. I mean, you could pretty much do anything in this palette, but it is a predominantly warm palette because peaches are a warm fruit. Well, not warm, but like warm color. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, and then the collection also has 8 creamy peach oil lip glosses. When I saw oil, I was like, yes, oil all over the place. Anything with oil for my lips. You guys know how I feel about the YSL tint and oils. I love those things. I can't even describe to you the formula of these lip glosses. They don't feel like a lip gloss. They don't feel like an oil. They feel like a gel. They're extremely comfortable. They're super pigmented. The only con, and this isn't like a, oh, well, maybe, no, this is a con. The only con is the scent / flavor. It literally says on the box that it is a peach flavor and scent. It is extremely medicine-y. It has almost like a, yeah, it's a medicine flavor. It reminds me of when I was little and I would have to take amoxicillin. In Mexico, they give you the amoxicillin in like a powder in a glass jar. You add water, shake it up, and then it turns into like a thick liquid medicine that you have to take. I think it's called a suspension in English. It tastes just like that. I feel like I'm wearing amoxicillin lip gloss for children. I'm just throwing it out there, but it's not going to stop me from using it because, hello, it's awesome. Enough of that mumbo jumbo. Another favorite is the Kathleen Lights Kale Polish in Caramello. This is like nail polish of the year for 2016. One of the only few good things to come out of that year. This nail polish color is so unique. It is so horrendous that it's beautiful. Let me rewind before y'all attack me. You guys have heard me say how much I love these unique colors, like really brownish, mustardy, barfy, poopy, olivey, browny green colors. I love them. I feel like they're extremely elegant. They're super unique. They look great on everyone. And she absolutely killed it with this color. This color is amazing. I didn't want to take it off. Honestly, I wanted to take it off when it chipped and put it right back on, and then take it off again and then put it right back on. It's amazing. Of the 6 colors, she has 6 colors, right? Yeah, she has 6 colors in her collection. This one's a must-have. I posted it on my Instagram, I believe. Yeah, I posted it on my Instagram. You guys need it. Speaking of collaborations, my friend Liz from MissLizHeart did a brush collaboration with SLMissGlam, I believe is the brand. Well, why don't I just look on here? SLMissGlam. She did this brush collection with 5 brushes, but I wanted to show you guys my 3 favorites. Liz is such a great YouTuber. She's so classy. She has a very defined style on YouTube, which I feel like is hard to find nowadays. Like, it's really hard to find your persona, like your niche, your brand when it comes to YouTube. She's very defined. She's definitely marketed herself really well. Her videos are extremely high quality. She's beautiful. I love her videos. She has a little baby Yorkie. Anyway, she did this collaboration, this brush collaboration with SLMissGlam. Let me show you the other 2. There's a fan brush, and then there's also an expert face brush. This is more of like a flat, big brush. And then there is a small contour brush, which I actually use for eyeshadow because of Karopi status over here. And then this is the powder brush that I used for blush. Judge me, judge away, judge away. You guys know how I feel about my blush. And then the highlight brush, which I actually use for highlight, but super awesome brushes. I love how fluffy they are. They feel delicious on the skin. And not to mention, I mean, look how girly they are. They're so super girly. I know Liz has a discount code for her collection floating around somewhere. I'm gonna look for it for you guys, and I will list it in the description box below. And speaking of collaborations, shameless plug time. If you guys still haven't purchased your Ittse Coffee Break with Dani Lotus collection, I don't know how many units we have left, but I do know we're kind of reserving a few of them off to the side for something really exciting that's going on in January that I can't tell you yet. But, so if you guys haven't picked it up, now might be your chance to. So go ahead and do so. Let me insert some swatches so I can tease you a little bit. Anyway, if you guys are unfamiliar, these are the 4 colors here. I'm so obsessed with this collaboration, you guys. I am so excited about it. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Let me show you guys additional swatches. So many of you guys have done these amazing swatches, like way better than I could ever do on Instagram. So thank you, especially to Angela, who does amazing, comprehensive, to the point, very articulate reviews on her Instagram account. So she'll take like eyeshadows or blushes or whatever, and she'll do like a boom, boom, boom. This is what it's like. This is what it compares to. I've never seen it, or I have, or this is that, da, da, da. Here's some comparisons, boom, the end. Like, amazing. So props to Angela. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and I was kind of hesitant to share it with you because it is a little bit expensive, but because I am going through this transitory phase in my life, where I'm kind of rediscovering myself. I'm, you know, co-parenting. There are days when I'm by myself, when my sons are with their dad. And there are days that are easier than others. Most days I'm like, woohoo, I get to work and edit and do and focus on me and, you know, go to the mall and not have to worry about things. I don't get sad or worry because, like I said, their dad is such a good dad and he takes such good care of them. So that's not looming over me like, oh, did they eat? Are they warm? Are they safe? Are they having fun? I know they're having the best time ever, right? So I never worry. But there are some days where I'm like, is that a noise? Did I hear a noise? Am I okay? What's going on? And so like my thoughts kind of overpower it. And you guys would not believe it, as cliche as this sounds, and how people say that music is therapeutic and music got them through a certain part of their lives. I invested on a whim on this little tiny Bluetooth speaker. This is a Bose speaker. I'm pretty sure you could find like a $20 Bluetooth speaker on Amazon. But anyway, a Bluetooth speaker. Invest in a Bluetooth speaker. Create your favorite stations, your favorite Pandora stations on your cell phone. And whenever you're feeling lonely or like your thoughts are overwhelming, or maybe you're overthinking things or you're questioning your choices, turn on your favorite music station and I promise you that in 10 seconds of one of your favorite songs, you are gonna be back to that sunshine, bubbly, happy, positive person that you recognize. And I feel like even though I spent about $170 on this speaker, I got mine at Target with my 5% off and stuff. Even though I spent almost $200 on this, it's the best investment that I've done in 2016, you guys. The best investment ever. So if you guys are ever feeling hard on yourselves, you're feeling lonely, you feel like your own thoughts or your own mind is kind of overtaking you and you're feeling a little helpless, turn on your favorite music. And I mean turn it on. I don't mean like put in some earbuds because that you're still in your head. Turn on some music where you can hear it and you can feel it and you can live it. It will change your mood. Like I'm telling you, in a minute it'll change your mood. It's amazing. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my December favorites. Like always, I will list and link all of these products in the description box. In the description box. I sound like Sebastian the Crab. In the description box below. And like always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!